Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Tuesday, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches Log Horizon Season 2. Oh boy. In the last episode, I was extremely disappointed to the point where I honestly wanted to skip it this week. Honestly. Like, it was that disappointing. It just... But the show must go on. So we're going back in here. Last episode, nothing fucking happened. We hung out with the shitter squad. They did fucking nothing. And then at the very, very last second, we ran into fucking the QT Rule 63 fucking Vampire Shiro. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that that's a thing that we actually wind up spending most of this episode doing. And then I can just pretend that the previous one did not exist. I shouldn't have to do that. But holy fuck, I feel like I need to. Because... Watch they fucking bait and switch us again. Be like, oh yeah, no, she's gonna be in a nap for like the next 6 months. Sorry, you don't get her until Season 3. Sorry. Season 3 that might be cancelled due to the UU virus. But let's get in here and let's see what's going on, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Okay, so this is a weird hover machine. Great, so is this gonna be that? So we're just gonna have an episode where we're hanging out with the fucking bad guys? I really hope this isn't just a bad guy episode, because come on, like, you had a fucking really good setup with the last episode that you did nothing fucking with. So I swear to God, if they come in here and be like, ah, yes, now it's time for the bad guys, I don't give a fuck. No. Save the bad guys until they're relevant. I don't need to see people jacking off in the fucking corner. Like, am I alone in this fucking thought process, you know? Like, just... I don't need to see everybody just fucking dicking around while we wait for things to happen. Because that's what it seems like most of this season has been. Like, once they dealt with the serial killer, once they dealt with the raid... Like, it is... and, like, the second, like, Krusty vanished, it's been mostly just people dicking around waiting for something to happen. Like, in real life... or, like, in an actual MMO, yes, that's a thing that happens, because you gotta wait for the next content patch. But, this is an anime. Things, like, fucking, you don't need to wait for things to happen, because it's a narrative. The person telling the narrative, like, it feels like filler. It feels like filler. But apparently none of this is filler. It's all shit that was actually in the book, so... Kitty cat. Ah, she keep touching my fucking foot with her nose. Okay, so we are going back to the actual shitter squad, okay. Hooray! Hooray, they did a big save. I guess it's a good thing they brought a covered wagon, huh? I made a mistake making a vampire my main. Oh, Christ. The stat boost was nice, but holy shit. Water? Don't drink the stuff. So, when's she gonna get some blood going? Yes, and you look exactly fucking like him. God, what if they were siblings? What if she's like Shiro's fucking sister or some shit like that? Wait, vampire is a subclass? What the fuck? Wait, so does that mean she can't fucking do... Wait, how does she get healed then? Does she, like, is the vampire subclass for like fucking like solo build or something? Like, does that mean she's like is never gonna raid? Is she a PvPer? Like, what the fuck? The fuck is her build? Why would you put in a subclass that negates healing? I need to know how the mechanics of this work. You have someone who can summon things. Just, just like they no longer need the horses. Like, why can't she summon beasts of burden? Man, maybe they should have adventurers come out. You know, like start giving quests and shit. Is that a guild or is it like some NPC shit? If they're players, I can't wait for them to be horribly corrupt. What fucking cowards! Wanting to leave this MMO world, fucking cowards. So yes, take the money from the fucking NPCs. Mianes. Fucking straight up, fucking Roe is just there because they wanted Shiro on this adventure, but they couldn't fucking like. Oh no, we can't justify it in the thing, in the story. How does she? How does she not know? Is she not actually a fucking? Is she not actually a fucking adventurer? What the fuck? How does she not know what soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce are? The fuck? Eins. Einzul Gon. He has come to fucking Yamato. And he seeks to take it over. Oh, she's trying to cure her vampirism. Cool. How indeed? Wait, it's a It's a subclass. It's a subclass that does nothing. What? This, I don't know, man. This sounds like peak bad game design right here. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. She has. Oh no. She's a brocon. Oh Christ. Oh fuck. Ara intensifies. You're in sunlight, idiot. You're in sunlight. It would be cool if it turned out that she was Shiro's sister, you know? That'd be cool. Like, she's a giant fucking nerd like him, but, like, not, like, nearly as smart. I don't know. But, like, she mentioned the moon. Like, is that just her, like, being hyperbolic? Like, oh yeah, this shit'd work well on the fucking moon, but... Or has she actually been to the moon? Is the moon an actual server you can go to? Because we know that when you die you go to the moon, but nobody ever remembers going there. Just put your hand on her head and hold her under until the bubbles stop. I hate this so... Like, you have no idea how much I hate this plot point. Like, this is gonna end with fucking Shiro and Yanta going to jail without realizing why. Hmm. I mean, we all know Akatsuki's going to win, right? Like... She got... Yes! Make them drown themselves because of your gigantic titters. Like, honestly, that would be a pretty cool twist, and it would explain in universe why she looks so much like Shiro. But honestly, at this point, it feels like they're just like, no, we just want Shiro to be there, but he can't, so we're just gonna make a female version. But the vampire class gives you a weakness to sunlight in exchange for just giving you cool eyes and fangs. There's no other benefits. Like healing from blood magic or fucking... Honestly, what I would do if I was designing a game, I would put in a vampire class which would make it so that you can't be targeted by friendly healing spells. But you get a portion of all your damage back as healing. If you're a summoner, then you're going to be doing a lot more attacks because you're summoning creatures to do attacks for you. So whereas one person will be doing one attack per global cooldown, you'll be doing an attack per creature for every global cooldown. So if you summon 4 creatures, you're getting 10% back of each creature's damage as you're healing. Probably wouldn't be as good as getting like a healer on you the whole time, and your healing in downtime would be bad, but It'd still be probably a pretty good way to play the game. But it seems like whoever designed Elder Tale didn't know what the fuck to do with Vampire, huh? Oh boy, the wealth gap is killing everyone again. Hooray! And here is the issue with capitalism with no with no fucking limiting factor. Standardized capitalism works under the assumption that there's a limiting factor, and that limiting factor requires cooperation, which prevents monopolies from taking place. Remove that limiting factor either by having one person own all of the resources or having there be an infinite supply of resources, like in this case, and you get shit like this where you have monopolies and megacorporations. Yeah. Oh boy, communism! My man is fucking advocating communism! Yeah. Yeah, I agree with this guy. I agree with fucking Redhead. If you start confiscating the rich people's money, they will just take their money and leave. It happened in Venezuela, it happened in Russia, anytime some wannabe fucking Lenin tries that shit, the rich people just fucking leave. And if they don't leave, they start fucking shooting you. Like, this is a world where the rich people also have fucking magic and shit. Yeah, and Redhead just has a point. If you just give them it without them having to work for it, they won't fucking do anything with it. There's a difference between a universal basic income and just fucking like, hey, here you go. Here's like all the endgame recipes and money you need. Yeah, yeah, they don't have taxes. That's actually a very very interesting kind of thing. There's no taxes. Like under like, the standard libertarian model, which is what I assume they're going for. Like, hmm. Like the whole point of it is that the social contract, you basically the ruling governmental body puts forth the thing like, hey, if you pay like say 10% of your income, we'll give you this, like for example, socialized healthcare. And everyone that agrees to it pays into it, and then those people get the socialized healthcare. Those that don't pay into it don't get that benefit. Yay, Skelemen! The Skelemen are like, oh, cute doggo. Yeah, like it seems kind of short-sighted. Like fucking, you think Shiro would have figured it out? I guess he's not as smart as we thought he was. Fucking NPCs. This is why NPCs don't deserve rights. They exist to sell things. Oh boy. Hello, Kitsune girl. Imagine if Toya and Rudy recognize her. Like Shiro's like, hey, if you see this Darielle bitch, just stab her instantly. Trust me. Waiting for the knife to just sprout from his chest. Oh god, stop thinking with your penis, Toya. Jesus Christ. Just because it only started working recently doesn't mean you gotta fucking think with it. Goat slimes. There they are. Wow, almost as if they're automatons. Hmm. I don't think it is. But, like, wait, so how was it Minami on the way when we've never seen anybody go to Boxfort before? It's just like, it seemed like Minami was like just a straight shot from Akihabara. What the fuck? Like, I'm waiting for the betrayal to happen, for her to be like, hey, have you guys heard about this guy in Akihabara, the Shiro guy? I've heard he's done big crimes. You should come to Plan Huayden. Oh boy. Alright, who are these boys? Oh, that's cool. What's wrong with his eyes? Holy shit. His eyes are even fucked up in his portrait. Holy shit. What is it like them reject? Is it like new respawn points? Is that what that is? Hey! So basically, like, it gets around the yeah, it gets around the cathedral weakness by just creating new cathedrals. That's pretty rad. Oh, so it makes them crazy. So if you use that, it makes you crazy, but it affects you in an AoE. Yeah, I don't know about that one. So I guess like if you see one of them, fucking destroy it and make sure you don't die nearby. Because I imagine you don't opt into that. It just kind of just snatches your soul on it on the way back to the fucking temple. Oh boy. That's a that's a big right there. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Well, at the very least, this episode was better. You know, I mean, we're still hanging out with the shitter squad, but at least things progressed. And hey, we get to talk about the politics of the fucking Akihabara again. Cool. Um, yeah, it does really surprise me that just it surprised the fuck out of me that Shiro like would not have implemented some sort of social contract. Like the whole thing that like so I understand there he's probably not just being like because it's Japan. They're not gonna be like, ah, yes, the greatest political philosopher of all time, Jonathan Lacu. Like, they're not gonna be like that. But like, very much so. Like, I thought that Akihabara was following like kind of like a pseudo libertarian model, and I just kind of made assumptions, and I shouldn't have done because it's allowed like new problems to arise. Under John Locke's model, or at least like the model has been derived from his shit and his contemporary shit for libertarianism. Oh, oh boy! The next episode is another episode where they do fucking nothing. Hooray! The secret of the world's music is it's just the fucking OST for the fucking video game, dude. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been. Jesus. Like the fucking they're NPCs, my dude. They were programmed. They don't have dreams. But yeah, but like the whole point of it is so say for example, there's a group of 10 people. And bear in mind, I'm just gonna pull numbers out my ass. Right? Like that's just how it be. So a group of 10 people, they organize, they form a settlement. And as part of the settlement, yeah, they decide they need a leader. They decide as a whole that fucking person number one, like, who I'm not going to make up a name for. You know, fuck it. Person number one, Shiro. Shiro gets to be the mayor of the new settlement they're putting up, right? And Shiro comes up with some rules. And he's like, hey, everybody, so here's my general idea. Yeah, everybody gets to be armed so they can defend the settlement. That's fine. But in exchange, you need to register those arms with us, so we know who has what. So if we do get attacked, it's like, okay, well, they're coming at us with this. Hey, you own a fucking Maxim gun. Do you want to give us a hand? You know, like shit like that. And if everyone agrees to that, then it's like, okay, cool. If people don't agree to that, then it's like, okay, well then, in the event the settlement gets attacked, then fucking we're not obliged to help you. Like, we might do if we feel like, you know, we're being nice people, but we're not obliged to. You know, like shit like that. Basically, the whole thing is like a give and take. Government or like leader proposes one thing in exchange for another thing. So like I said before, like, oh, if like everybody that pays 10% of their income gets socialized healthcare. Everyone that doesn't pay the 10%, they don't get the socialized healthcare. That's the general gist. And I just assumed that Shiro had set shit like that up, because that's like the most basic thing of social contract. Like it's the origin of fucking like the concept of fair taxation. It's very much like, hey, here's this tax. In exchange for this tax, you get this benefit. And if enough of the citizenry pay into that tax, then it's like, oh, it's something that's valid, and it becomes something that's like, well, everybody's going to pay into it, like, because they choose to, because everyone else is getting this benefit and they're doing it. But if no one pays into it and no one wants it, then it's like, okay, well, fuck it. Like, fuck this thing. It's gone. Like, that's the general idea. And I understand, like, that is something that is very, very idealistic and vague, and it doesn't account for changes, but fucking think about when this system of thought was fucking invented. But it works very well in this system, because there's really no scarcity. Like, shit respawns over the course of an hour, and, like, nobody dies. So that sort of system would work very, very well for what Akihabara is. I am kind of baffled that Shiro didn't come up with any sort of, like social contract style taxes. But seeing as the writer of Log Horizon is Mr. Tax Evasion, or, sorry, I should use the proper honorific, Tax Evasion Sama, I guess that makes sense. You know, like, but God, that is kind of ironic, huh? He goes to jail for avoiding taxes, but meanwhile in the story, because there's no taxes, you've got runaway monopolies and people that have infinite wealth with a wealth gap that cannot be closed. That's kind of funny. Honestly, it is. Oh god, like, yeah, honestly, like, I think the main thing about this episode that I actually liked the most was just the roundtable discussion. Like, I fucking love those roundtable discussions, especially when they get like into the politics of Akihabara. Like, that one guy is just like, comrade, why don't we just seize the means of production? If we seize the wealth of the bourgeoisie and distribute it to all of the workers, Then we will close the gap, and everyone will be happy and want for nothing. And meanwhile, that other guy is just like, that sounds like communism to me. If we distribute the wealth and the endgame recipes to everyone, you sure they're gonna want to actually fucking do something with them? They're gonna be happy and productive? Nah, fuck y'all. Go back. Go back to fucking Stalingrad, Lenin. Like, I don't know. Like, the fact he just got blown the fuck out immediately. I feel like that was just funny. Because it's like, it's something that you don't really expect to hear. You don't expect to hear an anime character, one, advocate for communism, and two, immediately get blown the fuck out for advocating for communism. That's just funny. Let's see. What else? What else? I mean, I just love Roe. I think she is honestly the best, and she is going to be the only saving grace for this entire shitter squad saga we're having to deal with here. The whole Oneonta and Sarara thing is still cringe, and I still want it to die, and I want it to never show up again. Same with Minori and the Minori and Shiro thing. That can fuck right off the tip of my dick. And of course, we had the Kitsune lady showing up. I imagine that our next episode with the Shitter Squad is we're gonna focus on that temple coming back and fucking shit up. Or at very least, it'll happen relatively soon, where something will happen with that temple and fucking things will get all shitty. Because those people's eyes, I wouldn't be surprised if that temple is causing some major big mental problems. I don't know, it's like creating some kind of fucking brainwashing cult or some shit. That'd be rough. It's possible the fucking Kitsune lady's here to fucking put a stop to it because it's causing, like, her guild to be unstable. I don't know, it could be one of anything. I don't know, like, I mean, this episode, it's a Shitter Squad episode, so it's not gonna be super amazing, but, like, there are high points. There are very good high points in this show. In this episode, even. It would be cool if Roe turned out to be Shiro's sister. That'd be fun. Or his alt, or something, I don't know. But, like, the vampire thing, it gives you such a huge weakness just for a cosmetic change. Like, what the fuck? Like, and it's a subclass, so, like, so if she already had a subclass, it would have overwritten it, and she would have lost all of her levels in it. That's fucking rough, dude. Holy shit. Yeah. I don't know. It's nice that we got, we're getting some new characters introduced, we're getting some new plot points. It's fun. It's good. I'm not gonna say I loved this episode, because, Shitter Squad, but at the very least, it was better than the last one. It was nice, and it had some moments that I enjoyed. So, great. I'm hoping that, like, the Shitter Squad arc ends before the season as a whole ends. Because I really don't want to go into Season 3 with the last thought in my mind being like, oh boy, the Shitter Squad. Oh, I'd really want something for the actual plot to happen, you know? But that's just me, I guess. But I think that's really all I got to say, so let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you like this episode, you dislike this episode, or you want to bring up something I left out or you disagree with me on, because that's entirely possible. I've brought up some stuff people can disagree with. Oh boy, I can't wait for that one. Let me know down there in the comments. As always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit the share button down below. And if you want, you can support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description, as well as on the end card, along with a list of all the people that keep the show up and running. There's also some rewards on the Patreon page, but that's all linked, like, on that link. So, go ahead and click that if you're interested in seeing what's going on there. But, yeah. Anyway, so I'll see you in the next video, but most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you around there.